Hello everybody, today we're going to be playing Crash Twinsanity. Now this is my favorite Crash Bandicoot game, and I know that's a really controversial opinion. I would say that it's nostalgia bias, but that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense because I played the PS1 games growing up as well. In fact, I played them before this one, so that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense as to, why I have nostalgia bias for this one specifically. But there's just something I've always adored about this game, between the gameplay and the way that it kind of took everything from the original 4 Crash Bandicoot games, if you include Wrath of Cortex, refine them in a way, but then put a new spin on it with the semi-open level design, and then just all the quirky humor and dialogue and just the personality of this game, right? Even as a grown man in his mid-20s, I'm getting to that boomer age now. This game still makes me laugh like a little girl, you know what I mean? It's cackling and howling at all the, goofy stuff in this game, whether it's Cortex getting stuck in a barrel by his own fart, or, Crash and Cortex spanking each other in the one crystal cave. It's a whole thing. But anyways, that's enough of the hoopla doobla. We'll keep gushing as we play the game. Let's just get into the gameplay. And here we are, man. I love this game so much, and I love the soundtrack so much. For those that don't know, it's actually entirely a cappella, which means that it was done entirely with their mouths, all the noises and stuff, and that always blew my mind because as a kid I could have swore towards the end of the game there's some musical things that kind of sound like they might be a guitar riff or something, but no, there was no guitar riffs, there was nothing like that. It was literally just voice noises, which I always thought was so cool. But anyways, we have the opening cutscene here. And by the way, I do have to say, we're playing this game in 4x3. I know some people like to do 16x9 hacks or stretch the game out to 16x9. That's disgusting. You don't stretch a 4x3 image to 16x9. It's gross. Anybody that does that is a heathen.
Sleep, my insipid angel.
I won't say you're a heathen if you do that, but you just have bad taste. I'm sorry. It's just a fact.
Crash! Where are you, big brother? There's something weird going on in the bay. Come see!
Oh man, alright, autosave enabled, sounds good to me, but here we are, man, right away in the game. Ooh, that's right, the camera's inverted kind of by default.
It is I, Aku Aku. My duty is to protect you. You may summon me by breaking open these crates. Call me thrice, and I shall grant you special powers.
Become invincible. Goodness, man. I don't even know what to say again, it feels so good to be playing this game again. Yeah, so, yeah, that's Cortex, that's the main villain right there. And if you kind of didn't understand what was going on there in the main cutscene, or if you kind of just missed it all over all my jib-jabbing, basically, Crash's sister got zapped by Cortex, and Cortex is pretending to be Crash's sister, so then he can lure him into a thing. Do a little trap. Oh, auto-saving data. You gotta cut me off just to do that. The music is so good.
Follow me, Crash! Stay close and do what I do!
I feel bad for this skunk, man. This cutscene right here always gets a good laugh out of me. Oh wait, no, maybe it's not this one. Never mind, it's not this one.
What have I got?
Got the double jump. But yeah, I've been contemplating going back and making a video on this game for a while, because I actually did make a video on this game back in 2022 or 2023, I want to say. But then, yeah, I don't know, that was just the only video I made on it. It was just sort of a, not necessarily a retrospective, but just sort of revisiting the game. We went back, talked about it a little bit, played the game, I showed off the physical copy of it, and we just kind of ran through it for a bit.
It's easy!
All too easy.
And that was a lot of fun, and I miss doing that on the channel. We haven't gotten to do that in a while. I had a, what was the series called? Who Remembers? The playlist may even be on the channel still, but we went back, we played Hitman Absolution, Crash Twinsanity, Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, oh goodness, what other games did we play? There were some other games that we revisited during that time. A lot of PS2 and 360 era stuff, of course. Just because that's where a lot of my nostalgia lies, right? Well, for me, if there's two different kinds of nostalgia for me, right? There's the later childhood, the teenage stuff where you got the 360 and the early PS4 and Xbox One days. And then you have childhood, early childhood, where that's SNES, PS1, PS2 especially, man. Just a lot of nostalgia there for those consoles. That's why those consoles are just also some of my favorites of all time. PS1, 2, and SNES. On top of the fact that they're just amazing consoles. You basically just play whack-a-mole with them. with your entire body.
It's true. Blondes do have more
Is that
fun.
where I got that saying from? Because I don't say it a whole lot in videos, but like sometimes when I go to throw something, I'll say they're like, alley-oop, and then I'll like pretend to throw it or whatever. I'm pretty sure I literally got that from this game. I know that's something that's been said like outside of this game before, but I'm pretty sure that's like where I first got it from. Jump. Oh. Oh shoot, did I take damage from him? I'm honestly not sure. Okay, there we go. Let's grab this gem right here. Yes. You're playing Crash Bandicoot, you gotta go for the collectibles. We're not going for 100% or anything. And I'm not even necessarily sure if we're gonna do an entire series on it. I would like to do an entire series on it, but I'm also gonna leave that up to you guys as the viewers to decide if that's something you actually want to see. Because I would love to do it. So I kind of just want to do it anyway. Oh, man. The vibes are unmatched. There's just something about these video games from this generation that are so, not even just this generation specifically, but just this era where it's just all passion. You don't even care about anything else when you're playing a game like this. You're in this world. You know, this game released back in 2004 and, oh, shoot, the camera friggin' flipped around on me. But this just goes to show that, like, art direction is forever. Because I don't care what anybody says. This game is 21 years old. And it still looks gorgeous, man. You're looking around, you got the trees, and just listen. You can hear the wind going through the trees, you can hear the water going down, you can hear all of it, you hear the birds chirping. It's absolutely beautiful. And if you're playing this with like, or if you're listening to this with like surround sounds on or headphones on, you really know what I mean. Like you're in this world. And this is actually my first time playing this game with headphones on. Usually I either play it on my surround sounds or, you know, back in the day I just played it on my CRT, you know, just through those speakers or my TV speakers in general. And it's unreal. It's unreal. But you can find stuff like that even in even older games, you know, like Ocarina of Time, for example, when you're in that first village.
Broke my fall.
You know, obviously it comes through pretty well in like TV speakers too, but if you have headphones on or surround sounds on especially, like boot up Ocarina of Time and then just like in that opening like little town, village section, whatever you want to call it, just run around and just listen to everything, man. It's so good. Even some other games like Mario 64, for example, with that soundtrack.
I've been doing this for 10 stinking years. Back and forward, and I'm sick of it. Well, I'm not gonna do it no more.
You ain't gonna do it no more? Well, I'm sorry to tell you this, but in this world, we don't take quitting so kindly. If you try to quit your job, you will pay the consequences. That's not what was supposed to happen. He was supposed to blow up the nitro crates, but now our job is gonna be a lot harder, so let me just... Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. I was so terrified of that enemy. First boss fight. Let's go ahead and grab that extra life. You never have too many lives. It wasn't my sister.
Surprised to see me, Crash. Like the fleas in your fur, I keep coming back. 3 years I spent alone in the frozen Antarctic wastes. And I missed you. And so I've organized a little gathering, like a birthday party, except the exact opposite. And look, all of your friends are here. You are so very popular.
The polar bear from Crash 2.
Presents.
But shoot, what else was I gonna say, man? I don't even know. Oh yeah, just like the way that this game breaks the fourth wall, and then like the humor of it all. I would not be defeated. I remember genuinely having trouble with this the first time that I played it as a kid, but I was also like... How old was I when I played this game for the first time? I don't even know. I was pretty young, though. If I played DKC when I was 3, then I probably would have been like... Oh, jeez. I'm trying to remember an exact age. I'm gonna say like 4 or 5. So that was also around the time that I was playing Spyro as well. So I remember, oh yeah, that's right, because Spyro A Hero's Tale was somewhat new around this time as well. I forget if A Hero's Tale came out before or after this game exactly. But I do remember playing that game around the time that I played Twinsanity. Which A Hero's Tale is a really underrated Spyro game. Don't get me wrong, that original trilogy is always gonna be like some of the best 3D platformer video games, let alone just video games of all time. You know, that original trilogy is just... But A Hero's Tale is really good too. I really love that game.
Brand new, hydraulically operated, twin brother, Mecha Bandicoot.
Oh, it's so gnarly. I remember one of the first times I was fighting the boss, I didn't realize there was a staircase that went up and I just got crushed. Run that way. It's the Dark Souls of 3D platformer bosses. That screen shake is so gnarly. Now this game obviously came out towards the end of the PS2 generation because this was 04 and you know, obviously 360 came out 05 and PS3 came out shortly after that. But it's still very much a part of that generation. I mean, just the vibes of it all, as I've been saying. It's really what it comes down to, man. There we go, knock that out. I just love the 3D platformers of the day, too. You got, like, Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, like, all the classic ones, right? You can name them off. Until the end of time, there were so many amazing ones. Then you got the lower key gems, like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger and KO the Kangaroo and the Dreamcast. Spyro was mentioned before. And then basically that time where, like, every 3D, every movie tie-in game was, like, a 3D platformer. You had, like, the SpongeBob licensed games like Battle for Bikini Bottom, but then you had the SpongeBob movie game, which was a 3D platformer based on the movie. You had like Shrek 2, for example. You know, a bunch of other games like that. Up. Lunch? That's me after 5 matches of Warzone. I've said it before, I'm not ashamed to admit it. I'm decent at COD multiplayer, but Warzone I'll never be good at. Alright, now let's see how many times I die here, because no matter how many times I beat this game, I still die during this part at least a few times, just because it's very timing specific, and there's like certain explosive crates you can kind of get rolled into, so we'll have to make sure we don't do that. Okay, you gotta roll across these really fast, I remember that. See, this is another thing, I miss this era of gaming too, because like, this was the time where, yes, there were strategy guides and such, but it wasn't just all about, like, what's the meta on the internet, what's the most efficient way to do things. You just played the game, oh shit, shoot, sorry. Excuse my language. I'm sorry if there's any kids watching this. Because this is usually, like, when I'm playing a game that's, like, obviously a lower age rating, I try to be more careful with my language. Maybe I should bleep that out. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna happen at least a few more times. Just, if you're watching this, watch it with parental guidance. Or maybe parents, if you're hearing this, maybe pre-watch my videos before you have your kids watch them, because I cover kid-friendly games sometimes, but I also, you know, cover a lot of adult-oriented stuff, so, and topics. So please do watch what your children are watching. Okay. Am I safe now that I got that warning out there? Because again, it's one of those things where it is up to the parents to decide what their children's watch and should be keeping track of that stuff, but, you know, I am also kind of partly responsible for what I say in my videos. Let's go up here. But what was I going to say before? I was talking about something. Okay, no matter, oh, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, no matter how efficiently, you know, like, everything's all about, oh, how efficiently can I beat this game or play this game, or how fast can I do it, or how do I do this most efficiently? What's the strongest thing in the game? And again, that's always been a thing, right? Like with strategy guides or just kind of like stuff like that back in the day when you have conversations on the playground, like, oh man, you know, how'd you guys beat Ganon? You know, in Zelda. Like, I'm stuck with his boss. Or how did you progress in Zelda 1 on the NES, man? I have no idea where to go. I remember having that conversation multiple times. Zelda 1 was definitely a game you were probably going to struggle with if you didn't have a strategy guide, or it would at least take you a very long time to complete. Let's jump up there. If you didn't have a strategy guide or didn't play the game before, just due to the nature of the game, it's very open-ended, it doesn't really walk you through what to do. Not that that's a bad thing, it's just the way the game was designed. But I remember having multiple conversations about Zelda 1, even though at that point that would have been in the 2000s, like, like that, like, you know, and that's another thing, right? Like, these games are so timeless to where it doesn't matter how many years have passed, people will always be playing them, and even, like, decades after they had initially released, and to this day, there's still people going back and playing them, having conversations about them, learning them. And that obviously still goes for games that are being made nowadays, right? Like, a lot of the games coming out, if not all the games coming out, right? Like, they'll be
a power crystal
played for decades and generations to come outside of live service games. That's why I said most games nowadays, because there is a lot of live service games releasing, and that's a whole conversation we had about, okay, these live service games we're investing time into is essentially a waste of time because they won't exist one day, but at the same time, if you're enjoying the time that you spend with the game, then it's not really a waste, because at the end of the day, even if one day that stuff isn't available, as long as you had fun, then I don't feel like it's time wasted, since life, our time on this earth is finite anyway, so like, what's it matter? Nothing, you know, and like, whatever. But at the same time, it does just hit a little different with live service games, because it can literally be taken away at any time to be never played again. But outside of live service games, you know, that still goes for games being released nowadays. But again, it does go back to what I was saying about how the whole conversation around video games in general, when it comes to like how you play them, how you progress through them, it just, I don't know, back when you played games like from this generation, it just feels a lot more like, okay, I'm getting lost in this random adventure, no one's there to help me, I'm just kind of figuring this out. It's like, oh, camera clipping through the wall. That's another thing. This game had a very troublesome development cycle, so there is some bugs that kind of remain in the game. It's not a complete like broken mess by any means, but there is just a little bit of lack of polish in some areas, which I don't think is a bad thing. It just kind of adds to the game's charm. But yeah, it had a very troublesome development. I would recommend looking up the history of it if you're anything like me and you're into hearing about the development of video games, the history of video games, and just, you know, stuff like that, whatnot. Because I'm very into that stuff. I've said it before, I have about just as much fun playing video games as I do learning about video games. So, yeah, that's definitely a good game to look into. Close all that up. Yeah, man, you're just playing these games, getting lost in this adventure.
The crystal is mine.
No internet opinions or Metacritic garbage that you have to hear people talking about.
Keep back, you weak-minded fool.
Just play the game and have fun.
Avert your gaze, or you'll go crystal crazy.
Come here, Cortex. Got a dabble one, he's got the crystal. Then you throw him around like this. But yeah, you know, normally when I play video games nowadays, because, you know, there's always people like, oh, how long is it going to take to beat? What's the dollar to hour value ratio? What's the Metacritic score? I can't stand that garbage. I just play video games and have fun. I advise everybody to do the same. That's how I feel. That's how, when I play video games, I still feel like I'm back in the 2000s, just kind of playing video games like I was. You know, you just turn the game on, get lost in this adventure, this world. Feel, you know, just recapturing those vibes, just the magic of gaming, right? I found the best way to do that is to stay off the internet, stay away from Metacritic, don't look at how long to beat, don't look at any of that.
Trust me, we're pals, right?
Just buy a game, play the game, and that's it. Don't worry about any of that other garbage. You will enjoy video games so much more that way. And if you're, even if it's not buying games, even if it's just something on like Game Pass or PlayStation Plus or Nintendo Switch Online, just download the game and play it then. Then there's no cost, whatever. If it looks interesting to you, don't worry about how long to beat or Metacritic or anything else. Just watch a trailer, see if it's something you want to play right now, and go for it. No! No! Okay, go. No! Go. Okay, we're good. Time it. We're fine. Everything's okay. Now we're about to roll. Keep rolling. Move in or move out. Hands up, hands down. Oh shit! I saw it coming around the corner. Oh man. Okay. No, it happened again. I'm so bad at this part, man. No matter how many times I play this game. Okay, we gotta take it a little bit slower. But you don't want to be too slow, because then your momentum won't let you roll off the wall in the way that you need to. Okay, a little bit slower. Around the corner. Got another life. There we go. Booga booga! Go around this one. Okay. Get another life. Go around here. Then go fast! Speaking of going fast, it made me think of Lightning McQueen. We should revisit the Cars game. I still have that one, too. I actually just replayed that one, like, oh. Cortex? Where'd you go, buddy? Okay. I just replayed that one, man. Oh, wait, you use Cortex. How do you smash again? Don't you, like... Okay, see, I think you have to, like, jump and then press, circle to throw him. Then... If you just... Okay. We're getting this. Or, wait, no, you gotta... Okay, there we go. There you go. Okay. I misaimed that one. Oh, dang, I missed again. Come on. I'm trying to throw him into that green crystal. Come here, boy. Oh, wait, wasn't that right? Or maybe I gotta... And then a little bit faster. Maybe. Oh, no, I see. Okay, we have to do it in order. Come here. Come here, Cortex! Zynga. I'm also really happy that these games have been getting, like, revived in the last couple of years, right? We had Crash 4, it's about time. A couple years ago. I'm hoping we get, like, a Spyro of some kind. It doesn't even necessarily have to be this, like, Spyro 4, where they retcon everything after Spyro 3. 'Cause, again, I felt like A Hero's Tale was awesome. I really liked the Legend of Spyro games. And obviously he had appearances in Skylanders, so that's like a... Oh, I forgot! See, this is one of those things where, even though I've played this game so many times before, and in some senses it's kind of like muscle memory for me, it's still one of those things where it's been long enough so it's like, oh yeah. There's still some parts where it takes me a minute to be like, oh yeah, this is that part. I need to, like, get good here for a sec. Okay, go here, hit that, at the same time that you hit that, come over here, hit that, come up here, hit the green crystal. No, yeah, we're dead. You can't screw this part up literally at all. There is some parts in this game that they're not necessarily, like, demanding. Like, it's not a hard game. I actually think this is a pretty easy 3D platformer, all things considered. Like, sure, there's some parts where I die, but it's always just due to my own error. Like, it's really not a hard game. But there is just some parts where it's like, okay, you gotta be on your A game, make sure you don't mess this up. And usually if you do mess something up, it isn't really, like, due to a skill issue, or, like, at least in my case, you know, obviously this will be subjective. I've played a lot of 3D platformers in my day. So I just find a lot of 3D platformers that some folks may find to be a little bit harder to just be a bit easier just because I'm so used to the genre. But... there we go. Oh yeah, but you know, just because I'm so familiar with the genre, but... yeah, like I was saying, there's a few parts in here where you gotta be careful. It's like Dark Souls, you gotta respect the game. Okay, so I would normally kind of go for that. Shoot, man. Okay, hold up. Let's try that one more time. Like I said, it's been a bit, so some of these jumps I kind of like forget how I'm supposed to do it exactly. But yeah, for ones like these where you have to time it right, you have to like hold X as you're going on it. Because once you hold X, it lets you like jump higher. So yeah, I'm not even gonna go for that extra health thing. I don't even need it. I don't need that jibbity jibbity hoobla doobla. What in the universe? Okay. Maybe, wait, hold on. I need to see something real quick. Am I able to double jump after jumping off of the thing? I think you can. Because as long as I can double jump, then we can do that in one jump. Whoa. You all see Crash's legs? He was like skating around the environment. All right, let's actually test this real quick. So if I jump and then, oh, you can, okay, never mind. Easy peasy. I thought you couldn't double, I forgot that you can like double jump after you jump off of the thing. Okay, this would be the one then. Okay, I did a single jump. I need to do a double jump, followed by landing, holding it, and then double jumping. My brain's failing me today. Yo, it's literally like 5 in the morning right now. My brain is still in sleepy time dream mode. Okay, so we double jump, hold it, and then can we double jump again after? I don't know. I think we need to double jump, hold it as we go across the first one, jump to the second one, and then hold it again to go across. So we'll go like... what in the world? Let's try that one more time. I don't get what I'm doing wrong at this jump. I don't even think I've died at this part before. Why am I dying now? This is an easy jump. There's something I'm doing wrong. Okay, so we did this. That's easy peasy. Then this one. What am I doing wrong here? So we just gotta like... yeah, that was such a... well, my brain... that was just one of those moments where my brain and the game were just on different pages, I think. I was trying to do something else when the game wanted me to do something else. That was... I don't know. I don't have an excuse.
What have I got?
I really fell off. I fell off the edge of the thing before I could jump to the... Okay. 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 I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed in myself. This cave. You want to know what it is? It's a poison cave. And you know what's bad luck in, like, any video game ever? It's anything that's, like, poison. Like a poison swamp. Like if it's Dark Souls, that's what it is. It's just bad luck. It's just corrupting my brain. Corrupting my brain energy. I think it's also like a depth perception thing. That's exactly what it is. It's a depth perception thing. I'm not blaming myself. I'm blaming the game for this one. My shadow should be more apparent. That's what we'll blame it on. Okay, so I guess I should just do a single jump across those then. Gimme. Again, it's just so weird because I've never died at these parts before. Maybe it's because I'm emulating the game. Because I will say there is a bit of input lag on emulation compared to playing the game natively. Because when I play this game natively on PS2, like, as soon as I click a button, something happens. But on here, it's like, I click it. And you can probably even see the difference on screen. You can, like, probably hear the stick going. And then it happens. So that's probably part of it, too. I'm not even going to lie. Because I will say, it does feel a bit lustrous. That's another reason why I just prefer playing games natively over emulation. But let's be honest, trying to capture PS2 gameplay through like HDMI is just like a whole thing. Like, sure, there's HDMI converters, but OBS seems to be finicky. It always like stretches my 4x3 gameplay to 16:9 on OBS, and I don't know why. It's annoying. The villains.
Good. I was bursting in there. How are you fools before the awesome might of the evil twins?
Aren't you two adorable? Let me see. I might have some chalky treats here for you.
Chalky treats? Oh. We've some good news and some bad. The bad news? We're going to destroy your precious islands. The good? You won't be around to see it.
How tiresome.
Oh, you want to play mind games? Okay, tough guy. Let's play mind games. This is the part where you run away screaming. Run! Catch you later, Brainiac!
The animation in this game is top-notch, too. Like, those cutscenes. I mean, even in-game, too. Gosh, I love this game so much. Hit that checkpoint. Oh, man, that cave really put me through the gauntlet, eh? Die, chicken! Even though this game did have a troublesome development, I still love all the attention to detail in it. All the cool little details. Top-notch soundtrack, too. There we go. Get that. Alright, just gotta watch my shadow. Can I... Oh, man, I was trying to see if I could, like, see it there. Okay. So now we need to be careful here. So we're gonna bonk that, and then back up. Please don't explode me. Okay. Oh, shit!
What have I got?
Some of these jumps are a little, like, again, the jumps aren't difficult, it's just, like, kind of hard to see where you're landing sometimes. That's one thing I will say about Crash 4. I like how they gave you the option to, like, put a ring around your shadow so you can really see where you're landing. Because, like, that's kind of like a common 3D platformer trope, right? Like, you put the shadow into the character. And they have that in this game, but sometimes it's, like, hard to see in certain scenarios. That might also be an emulation problem, because I swear, man, like, in the normal game, I can see my shadow a lot better. But that's also when I'm playing it over component cables with, like, you know, like the red, yellow, and white. I'm sorry, composite. That would be composite, right? Composite
they
component.
Want to destroy our island home.
Composite, I think.
AV. Enslave you and steal my brain. How I envy the simple life of the tribes folk. What have I got? What have I got? What have I got? Living in harmony with Mother Nature. The noble boar, the humble bumblebee. Ah!
Clear path for Cortex. Oh, dude, I love this part. Yeah, you gotta, like, clear the way for him because he got stung by all these bees. Wait, do I? Okay, yeah, I gotta follow behind him, I think. Or I think I was supposed to go ahead. Okay, sweet. There we go, hit that. Oh!
What have I got?
I don't really have any excuses at this
You
point.
have to help me, Crash. You heard them. They want to destroy our island home, humiliate and enslave you, and steal my brain. How I envy the simple life of the tribesfolk.
His stomach
Living
goes
in
in and
harmony
out.
with Mother Nature. The noble boar, the humble bumblebee.
The humble bumblebee egg. Hilarious. Alright, let's go way ahead of him this time. There we go. Okay, we're gonna go straight to the right. Can I do this part? You can do this part with the D-pad. Oh, that makes it so much easier. Okay, we're gonna D-pad this thing. Oh! Okay, D-pad. D-pad for the win here. That's like the classic Resident Evil games. I feel bad for anybody that tries to play classic RE, the tank control ones, with analog stick. I feel like that's the only reason people complain about tank controls, is because they try to play with an analog stick. It's like, no, you played that with the D-pad. Run along, Cortex. I was thinking about maybe if we do turn this into a series, maybe we could do Jak and Daxter the Precursor Legacy after this. I love that game so much. Whoa, that sprung me up real good. I know this is totally off topic, but when I said that just now, it sprung me up. Made me think of the I Like Pink Butt song. You get sprung. Gosh. Wasn't that song in Shark Tale? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that song was in Shark Tale, the kids movie. So I watched that one back then, and oh my god. At least there was a checkpoint there. So I remember, I used to love Shark Tale. It's like Will Smith was like the main fish, and then I'm pretty sure Angelina Jolie was like the one pink fish. And then there was like, I remember there was like lobster sharks in that movie. It's been years since I've seen it. Last time I've seen it would have been like 2010. Maybe 2011. No. Maybe like 2009. Something like that, I think, actually. Yeah, it was probably more like 2009, I want to say, because it was before my parents got a divorce. I remember that. And they got divorced in 2010, so I remember after that, that's when I moved in with my dad for a bit. And yeah, I don't think I watched that movie again back in my mom's house after that. So yeah, it's been a good, like... Oh, shoot. Okay. It's been a good, like, 16 years since I've seen that movie. Wait on you, Cortex. I know I could have grabbed that gem, but I just want to keep moving. Oh, man. Cortex is having one hell of a day. That bear is on his butt, bro. He's right beyond him. Cortex, you better run, buddy. Oh, this game is gold. Absolute gold. I got you, pal. Thank you. Oh, shit! Dang it! I had to stay on it a bit longer until he ran over his. Alright. Get that. I'll wait for him to hit his pressure plate now. Alright, now we'll wait. You go first, buddy. Alright.
Babo Genji.
What do you even say? Babo Genji. I don't even know what that means. Hope I didn't just say a slur. That better not be like a slur or something mean in like another language. That's just what it sounded like. There we go. Another life, and there's a... Aku Aku. Wait. Aku Aku. Yes, when you get all three, it'll put like the Aku Aku mask on you. And it'll be invincible. There we go, got another life. See, we may have died a few times, but we still have more than enough lives. We'll be swimming in lives by the end of it. Oh, I remember this part. You have to, like, stealth here. Kind of, if I remember correctly. Yeah. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna quick crouch behind the bush. Is that what they said? Okay. Yeah, I remember this now. Okay, so then we go as fast as we can, get to the next one. Don't be greedy. These sections remind me of Sly Cooper, man. Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus. Oh, it's alright, we were just at a checkpoint. No biggie. But man, that game is so good, man, with its like little stealth mechanics. It's just that game in general. I always love the little mini games in Sly Cooper as well. Oh my god. Okay. I keep sliding, jumping all around. Again, it is partly like an emulation issue, just because it's not as responsive as it would be on native hardware, so that is also a factor. Oh my goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about. I didn't even, like, do that or whatever, but on emulation, it seems like it's so finicky to, like, what's considered a hold, what's considered a press, what's considered this or that. I think I'll have to find a way to, like, natively record PS2 in my setup without it being, you know, like it is, or like what it does usually when I try to do it. Oh, damn. I didn't realize that he pulled up his little goggles. Because normally, again, when I try to record on OBS, for example, it stretches the 4:3 image out to 16:9, and that does not look good at all. It makes it look absolutely terrible. It just makes the game look bad. Oh shoot, where am I supposed to go there? Okay, let's try that one more time. Okay, so we do that. Across here. There. And now, can you... Okay, so I know you can, like, go behind this one. But is there, like, another one I'm missing? Okay, so we'll wait till he does this thing. Okay, so we do that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss here.
What have I got?
I really forget how I did this part. When is the last time that I beat this game? I don't know. It's been a few years. Do your thing. Is there like another one nearby that I'm missing, maybe? Or maybe I'm just supposed to stay over there. Oh, okay. I think I was supposed to hide behind that bush right there like we just kind of did. No! I fell in the water!
What have I got?
I'll have to get a Dark Souls style death counter on this run. Oh, okay, he just put his goggles away. And then we hit that. And then crouch over here. That's what we did last time. And double jump. There we go. Double jump just to play it safe. And then hit him. Oh, duck in the boat to avoid being spotted. That's what it just said. Huh? That noise is hilarious. Oh, there's another one up here. I'm not here. Man, you got those, like, boars. At least I think they're boars. Speaking of boars, every time I see these things, it makes me think of the Kung Fu Panda movie game. Because you fight, like, boars and pigs in that game. Again, totally, like, just random reference there, but that game was freaking awesome, too. It was on the Xbox 360, the PS3, I had it on PS2, but I did get the Xbox 360 version later. And by later, I mean I just got it, like, a few years ago, because I only had the PS2 version back in the day. Give me my life. We're looking golden. Poor Cortex, he's all tied up. We're coming for you, buddy. How do I wait? I gotta like. Oh shoot. Okay, slam and chase the worm to rescue Cortex. I don't want to jump on him. Shoot. There we go. And follow him over here. get this next? Aku, Aku. Where'd he go? Did he come over here? Yeah. One thing I do like about emulation, though, is that, like, for PCSX2, for example, you can literally just put your disc into the PC and you don't even have to worry about, like, you know, pirating anything, which I've said this before. My stance on piracy is that if a game isn't officially available in the market, then there is no shame in piracy. Do what you must to play the game. If they won't give you a way to pay for the game yourself, I'm not advocating for piracy here or telling anybody to do it. I'm just explaining my moral stance. So if there's anybody watching this from like a legal department, I'm not advocating for anybody to pirate anything. I'm just speaking from a perspective of morality. I don't think anything is morally incorrect about pirating a video game if the company will not give you a way to officially pay them for it. So, you know, because I know a lot of people hear emulation and they automatically think piracy, but that isn't, you know, necessarily like a requirement, especially for emulators like this where you can just use your own game, or, you know, you can even just like dump your own game outright. Like if you already have the game, you can just, you know, say if it's like a Nintendo DS game or something, you can get one of those dumper tools that allows you to extract the ROM off the cartridge and then play it that way on an emulator. But, yeah, that being said, if, say, there is a game you want to play on an emulator, but even if the emulator does support just using native cartridges or discs or whatever, but, you know, that game isn't actually available to purchase anymore by official means, or it's, like, really expensive, then, yeah, I don't see any shame in doing what you gotta do. At that point, the only person that will be losing out on money is a greedy secondhand seller anyway, where they decide how much the game should cost, even if it's egregiously above MSRP. So, you know. Stuck in here. Okay, where in the world? So we just hit that one, which means now they're gonna be over here. Coming for you. You gotta be like kind of timely about this, as I'm sure you've noticed. Oh my gosh, no! Let's try this again. Jump, jump. Snap! Run! Run for your life! Slam! Slam the damn worm! It's crazy, man. If you really listen to that music, it sounds like there's like maracas or like something like shaking in the background. You can see, I swear I can like hear drums, but there's none of that. It's all vocals. Acapella is a genre of music. I'm not gonna lie, I never really listened to that much, but like, I don't know, man. As the years have gone on, it's really grown in me, and I really like it. Like, I heard this one beautiful cover of Sacred Bush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2, and it was absolutely beautiful. Where in the world did the worm go? I'm gonna wait till it comes back here, because honestly I do not have any idea where it went. But yeah, it was an absolutely beautiful cover that somebody did of the song. I also heard one of Aquatic Ambiance, or Ambience, however you're supposed to say that name. I'm pretty sure it's Ambiance because it's spelled with an A. That one was absolutely beautiful as well. I forget what the guy's name was, unfortunately, because if I knew it, I'd be able to direct you guys to it, but honestly, it was so long ago, I could not remember for the life of me. But it was such a beautiful cover. Okay, so at this point, there we go. Cortex, man, he's having one heck of a day. If this was Batman the Killing Joke, this would be Cortex's bad day that turns him into a monster, you know what I mean? He's gotten whacked into caves, he's gotten, you know, whacked into like the ocean. Oh, I'm supposed to run from these guys at this part. I was just about to try to whack him. But you know, he's been like, you know, he rolled through the cave. He's been like thrown around by Crash. He just got dumped into the lake. He got tied up and we had to free him just now from that thing that he was like stuck up on. It's one heck of a day, let me tell you. Alright, so let me just... So like I said, there's a little bit of an input delay, honestly, when you're emulating. So I kind of have to be cautious about when there's drops or jumps that I have to make. And while I'm thinking of like Crash Bandicoot, I would like to make a series maybe on Wrath of Cortex. That's another underrated Crash game and just 3D platform in general that I genuinely love. You know, I feel like in recent years people have started to come around on it a little bit. Because it is a genuinely good game. I really like Wrath of Cortex. It's a lot of fun. I feel like that's just a problem with not even just the internet as a whole, though it is a huge problem with the internet, but just rather humanity as a whole. They hear a negative opinion and then they spread the negative opinion as if it's their own, even if they don't actually wholeheartedly agree with it, or even if they don't even know what they're talking about or never engage with said media. Like, everybody will say the last season of Game of Thrones sucks, even if they never watch Game of Thrones. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of a meme. But that's always just, oh my god. See, you can literally hear me pressing the button, but emulation, while it's very nice and convenient in some ways, isn't. You know, it's fine, but I wonder if there's a setting to reduce input latency, because it is kind of annoying. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a game over. Did we just game over, or do we have one more life? Okay, we have one more life. Yeah, this is really annoying, because you can literally hear me clicking the button before the jumps. Okay, hold on. Yeah, it's just kind of a problem with humanity as a whole. Even if they don't wholeheartedly agree with a negative opinion, humans just like to be negative, I guess, for some reason. I'm quite the opposite. I am very positive about, like, everything all the time. You know, some people may find that to be annoying, and that's okay. That's just sort of my personality. I'd rather be positive about everything and just have a nice, fun, fulfilling, happy life rather than be all negative and doom and gloom and hating everything all the time and hating life. Like, life's too short for all that, man. Oh, are you kidding me? Do we really gotta go all the way back here? It's fine. It's not really that far. I was being a bit of a dumb, stupid head anyway. Just remake the progress. Not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I'm okay. Hey, you. Get away. Get away from me. Hold on, I want this Aku Aku. Yeah, I get really sick of all the pessimism. That's part of why I don't go on the internet anymore, you know? I just gotta do my thing. I make my videos, I play my games, and I just enjoy life. Because life is easier when you're enjoying it. It's better that way, too. I keep double jumping before I hit him because I'm scared of, like, my hitbox accidentally bonking him if I just do a single jump. See, like, I did a single jump there, but now I'm terrified. Okay, we're invincible now, so I don't gotta worry about any damage. We got the 3 Aku Akus. Oh, never mind. The 3 Aku Akus went away. Well, that was short-lived. See, that's what I was talking about. That's why I always do double jumps, because he got me right there. I was trying to be gutsy, like, oh man, maybe I can get away with it. No, it's a bad idea. There we go. Easy peasy. Lemons. Squeeze me. Alright, this time we're not gonna butcher this. I can't really take it slower, so I guess I'm just gonna need to, like, try to muscle memory this thing. Because I do kind of remember this part and, like, where the jumps are at.
Hanja.
Hanja! So I'll just need to press it a little bit before I think I should. Booga booga. Okay. That was kind of close. Alright. Now there's another jump coming up here. I remember there's like multiple jumps. Booga booga. Jump! Nice. One licensed game that didn't exactly do the whole 3D platformer thing like I was talking about before was Despicable Me. I remember that game was like a 2D puzzle game, kind of. That one was really cool. That one was on like PS2, Wii, and PSP. That game was cool. Oh, there we go. We made it! We made it out alive. Now there's a bunch of TNT up here. Or Nitro, sorry. Yeah, no thanks. I'm just gonna go this way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there's a ladder over here. Yeah, because TNT, you can jump on it, and then it'll, like, start a timer for it to explode, but Nitro, you touch it once, you're dead. There we go. We're getting our lives back. Even when, yeah, that's a thing, like, even if you start to lose lives in this game, oh man. As soon as I talk about it. Whoa, why did the FOV just go all crazy? Like, zoomed way out. Even if you start to lose lives in this game, like I said, even though I have some points where I'm kind of get a little goofy and die a bunch, I'm still pretty familiar with this game, so I'm able to rebuild my lives pretty easily. There's another life back. Make up for one of the ones we just lost. Okay, so there we go. I jumped too far ahead last time. There we go, we're on to 7 lives already. Hey, there we go, make it 8. Oh! That'll destroy the lives, won't it? Oh, I'm stupid. I literally... Okay, I thought it was gonna destroy the lives if I, like, just blew up the thing, but never mind. We would have been able to get it anyway.
Oh, Crash. The farmer's market is tomorrow, and my wampa trees won't grow, for my orchard is riddled with greedy worms. If you rid my land of these pests, I'll give you this power crystal. I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect? This isn't a game.
This isn't a game, right? I'm an evil scientist. What did you expect? But no, we turned it into a game anyway. Get whacked. You get 2 in 1. This is what you get for murdering, Cortex. Bad boy. Bad boy. You deserve every concussion you're about to receive. One more on to do the trick. There we go.
Come along.
Oh, man. And there he goes. I will find you, Cortex. You're mine. Checkpoint. Oh, that's right. Boss fight time.
I tell you, you boys have been doing swell. Just swell. Anyhow, we've been taking in the sights of Insanity Island here. Nice digs. So much to see, so much to destroy. You got the native village, the lava caves, the totem gods. Yeah, back in the 10th dimension, we don't have anything near as nice as the totem gods. The vivid colors, the intricate carving, you know, it's almost as if they're alive. Yeah. Almost. Exactly as if they're alive.
There we go. Another game from this era. Just you know, seeing a masterpiece sort of reminding me of it at the moment. Shadow of the Colossus. I haven't played that game in quite a number of years. I forget when I played that game last. I want to say it was when I played the PS4 remaster/remake a few years ago. Okay, now I forget the mechanics of this boss, honestly. Oh, I missed. Okay. Okay, so I need to like throw him in the monster's mouth when he does that. Alright. But yeah, just seeing a giant boss sort of reminded me of that. That development team makes some amazing games. And I can definitely say, like, wholeheartedly, Shadow of the Colossus is easily, like, one of the best games ever made. Even though it is basically just, like, a glorified boss rush, the exploration in the game and just, like, the way the boss fights are handled is just, oh. And then, like, the story and everything. Fantastic game. There we go. I do remember there's one funny thing about this boss. Just kind of going back to what I was saying before about how there's some spots that definitely probably could have used a little more polish. If you touch this boss after he dies, like after he's dead and can no longer damage you and the boss fight is over, his hitbox is still activated, which means you can still die to this boss even if you've already killed him. So, you know, that's a thing. But it's okay. We're stocked up on lives again, so it's not like it's a big deal. More than Cortex. There you go, good boy. Come on.
Crystal is mine.
I'm watching his every move. I say that, but I take damage. Alright, we gotta be careful now. If we take any more hits, that's it. We have no more Aku Akus. Okay, does he have any more surprise attacks, or is that it? That's it. Easy ball, easy game. That's it. There we go. Down for the count.
Oh, nuts. There's nuts? Well, you gave it your best shot. But even now, our vice versa reversa device is in operation, sucking the goodness out of this dimension and leaving behind the worst of all possible worlds. We just like making a mess. See you around, losers! Say, is it lunchtime yet?
10th dimension. Yes, yes! In the dark ocean of my intellect swims a magnificent whale of a plan. To the laboratory! We're not beaten yet. The game is on. Come along!
So good, so good. I would love to see a Crash Bandicoot movie just animated in the style of these cutscenes, honestly. But yeah, you do not want to touch them after that. Now, oh yeah, the laboratory's like way over there, and that kind of leads to like a whole other part of the game. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it for there, and honestly at this point I don't even care. You know, if you guys want to see a series on it, cool. If not, cool. I think I'm just gonna go for it anyway. We already made it a decent we already made some decent progress in the game, so I think I'm just gonna go for it anyway. Let's go ahead and save. Just, you know, always got to make sure that you save, right? So nowadays we got the luxuries of autosave, and this game technically does have autosave, but still in the era where autosave wasn't like it is nowadays, because autosaves happen like every like 10 seconds nowadays, but back then they were a bit more like spread out, so it was a good idea to save just in case. But I mean, hey, even nowadays probably a good idea to just save. You never know, don't want to lose any progress. But anyways, yeah, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and commit to a full series on this, so I'll probably upload the next part tomorrow, just because for me, when I start a series on something, I like just binge it video after video, so hopefully you guys look forward to that, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. But anyway, as always, massive shout out, thank you to all the Patrons, and channel members, thank you to all in the low ball tier, and bigger shout out, thank you to the bell tier, middle asking, and Dad Maddie, and the bigger shout out to the G tier, run events on the cheese scroll. Thank you guys so much, guys, for literal legends. I love you. Have an amazing day, stay beautiful, I love you all. Peace.